Asia countries, right? How about in? Oh my gosh, let's stop.
Even if you like speaking Mandarin as well, I think like we're not really like acceptable.
I wish it was closer to Melbourne so I could come more often.
People look at you, it's very uncomfortable.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Will. Alright, 那我今天来到台中勤美，我想要随机找几个外国人来访问他们在台湾的生活状况如何。因为我曾经是一个在澳洲打工度假4年的台湾人，然后我自己是觉得，真的要开始在澳洲生活工作，其实并没有这么容易耶。就是其实在这当中会遇到蛮多挑战还有困难的，所以我今天想要反过来问一下，那在台湾生活的或者是旅游的外国人，他们在台湾有没有遇到什么 ，let's say struggles or difficulties? Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, can you guys introduce to the audience? Can you introduce to the audience?
Oh, my name is Raul Duaiguas and I live in Barcelona, Spain. And I'm here just visiting my girlfriend's sister.
So how long have you been in Taiwan already?
9 days now.
My name's Emily.
Yeah.
I'm from Melbourne in Australia. And I'm here in Taiwan visiting just Taiwan with my family, with my husband and daughter.
Yeah. Cool. So you say you had lived in Taiwan before?
Yeah, I used to live in Changhua. I was an English teacher in Changhua in 2014 and 2015.
Alright.
And then I have been back here again in 2016, 2017, 2019, and again this year.
How come?
Because I love Taiwan and I love to travel here. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Patrick and I come from Indonesia.
I'm Eki. I'm also come from Indonesia.
How long have you been in Taiwan?
I've been living in Taiwan for 6 years now.
I've been living in Taiwan since 2019, so I think like 5 years.
You guys met in Taiwan?
We just met just now.
Just now?
Just now, yeah. My friend introduced to us.
Okay. And we met today as well. Yeah.
Sure. My name is Ben. I'm living in Taichung for about 7 years now. Originally from Australia, but I've lived all over the world. I've lived in Korea, I've lived in Japan, I've lived in Canada, I've lived in America, I lived in Scotland, and now I find myself in Taiwan.
I'm Marite from Estonia.
Irina from Germany.
How long have you been here?
Both of us, a week, both of us.
Yeah, and we already did so much. We went to Taipei, to Alishan, and now in here.
Which country have you been already? I mean, in Asia.
Well, we used to live in Hong Kong. I was living in Shanghai for a few years. And yeah, Marita's been a lot longer in Asia than I have. But,
Oh, really? Which countries?
Singapore, Thailand, Hong Kong, and Australia.
That's a lot. Australia?
Yep.
Oh, I've been to Australia before.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
We are from Indonesia. Myself, I've been here for 2 years.
6 more years.
I'm 5 years old. I'm 5 years already. 5 years.
So, do you guys work here?
I'm student here.
Yeah, I'm still student.
I'm work.
Oh, right. What struggles have you faced living in Taiwan? What struggles for living or, let's say, traveling in Taiwan?
honestly, it's been very, very easy. The only thing that was a bit weird personally for me, so we rented a car to go to Alishan. And I'm just not used from Germany that there's a special 2 lanes in Taipei that were going specifically for motorcycles. So I wanted to go there with my car because it looked like my way, you know, but it wasn't. So I would say that's the only kind of iffy experience that we've had so far. But apart from it, no, it's been wonderful. It's been super easy and great and welcoming.
For me personally, when I first came to Taiwan, I think the food, definitely the food, because in Indonesia, we have a very strong flavored foods. So everything is spicy and have salty too. Yeah, a lot of umami is there, but a lot of Taiwanese food are, they are very mild in flavor, but also healthy.
It doesn't seem like you have to take so many hours to go somewhere, but it's bigger than you expect. And maybe you have to calculate a little bit more well the timing, the hours, the traveling between the places,
Yeah.
But also in the city, in the city, if you want to go to some coffee that you see that is good, maybe it's so far away.
Yeah.
But well, it deserves it,
Yeah.
No, I think Taiwan's a pretty convenient place to live, pretty easy place to live for a foreigner. The main problem is just language. Like, if you don't speak Chinese, then things can be hard sometimes, just like basic day-to-day things like banking or, getting a lease or stuff like that. But if you've got friends to help you, then no problem. And Taiwanese people are quite friendly, so yeah. It's easy to make friends, I think. Yeah.
So have you met any Taiwanese friends already?
Yeah, I've got many Taiwanese friends. Sure, many.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you do living in Taiwan?
I'm an English teacher. I teach Polisadun at a bilingual elementary school.
All right.
I teach grade 4 at the moment.
First time I came here, like, the food is no taste at all. I mean, like, there is no, like, as you said, that no umami flavors. And then the second thing, like, of course, the language, because when I first came here, like, I didn't speak this Mandarin at all. So it will be like much struggling to live here.
I think the main struggle for me is I don't speak any Chinese. I speak very little Chinese now.
For example?
我的中文非常不好。
我觉得很好。
谢谢。My Chinese was very basic when I arrived, and then I lived in Changhua, and very few people speak any English. So my main challenge was to learn Chinese very quickly to survive, to order food or to know how much things cost. And sometimes people are speaking very quickly, and it can present challenges when you live here, because like if you need to see a doctor or go to the dentist or ask for something, you sometimes need to be dependent on Taiwanese friends or
Have you guys faced any discrimination while living in Taiwan? Have you faced any discrimination while living in Taiwan? To be honest, that's all right.
No, I haven't, but I'm aware that discrimination exists in Taiwan, but I think it's more towards people from, say, Vietnam or people from countries that come here to labor rather than English teachers. I think English teachers are quite well respected. I don't face that, but I know that it exists in Taiwan, sure.
So far, I have not experienced any kind of discrimination. Maybe one aspect to it is because my face does look like a Chinese person. Some people also assume that I was from Hong Kong or Macau.
Got it.
No, definitely no.
No, I don't think discrimination, but I think sometimes people are a bit unsure of foreigners. At least in Changhua, people are a little bit either incredibly curious and like overly generous and friendly, or maybe a bit more unsure. But I don't think discrimination. If I could say anything about Taiwanese, I think it's that they're incredibly generous and like friendly. And for example, I'm with my 3-year-old daughter here, and everyone is like showering her with like a lot of attention and too many gifts. she's a bit spoiled here. She gets so many presents from everyone, and Taiwanese are very friendly and generous, and it's very like heartwarming.
Yes, probably not really a big deal, but just because we are like in speak Mandarin, so sometimes our boss in part-time job think that we couldn't do nothing because of they feel hard to talk to us, and then sometimes if there's a problem, they will just look us down. It's our problem, and then so everything is so difficult to be solved because of the language barriers.
Once when I live in Hsinchu, I was looking for like a place to live, and then the the landlord just told me like, I text him with Chinese, right? And then I came to them, and then the landlord just looked at me. That's I'm not renting to you. Oh, why not? Because you look like you are not Taiwanese, right? 你是外籍人吗？你是外国人吗？ And then they just look at me, just we don't renting to you guys.
Maybe the landlord should think about foreigners, and you will not be able to live in Taiwan for a long time.
But I just tell the landlord just for like I just live here for like 1 year because I have jobs there and then like something.
Definitely no discrimination, rather super welcoming.
I agree. No, 100%. I think everyone tried to go out of their way to speak English with us, even if it's a few words or just one sentence. I think it's been super welcoming, frankly. Europeans can learn a few things, frankly, from you guys. It's like in Europe, you only speak the language of the country and that's about it. But, everyone is very welcoming, I think.
I think maybe not discrimination, but like a lot of staring.
Staring?
Yeah, but not in Taiwan for sure, but in other countries.
Okay, so that's the secret?
I don't know, like sometimes when you look different, people look at you. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, got it.
But not here.
Not here.
No.
Okay.
No, I would agree actually as well. I think staring is like not in Taiwan, but in general. And if you go somewhere more rural parts of, I don't know, China sometimes, then it's like,
用说中文吗？
对，我用中文好了。我之前有在餐厅打工过，然后就我的主管当然是台湾人，然后可能他看我是外籍生，所以他会排工作是比较难的给我，然后就排比较简单的给台湾人，然后就是他一直他排班的时候就一直给我晚班这样子，让我们守班这样子。对，就是这样子。
工作安排不公平。
对。
If there is one thing you could change about Taiwan, what would it be? If there is one thing that you could change about Taiwan, what would it be?
I wish it was closer to Melbourne so I could come more often. I can't really think of something that I would change. Some things that I personally struggled with was a bit of pollution, air pollution, but this is not something I can probably change.
Maybe when the EVs come, more and more.
Yeah. And sometimes traffic is a bit difficult to predict. Sometimes there's a lack of pedestrian walkways. Yeah, maybe that is something that can be improved. But I notice already from when I was here last time to this time, especially in Taichung, that there's more pedestrian friendly.
Yeah.
I think it comes again to the second question just now, this about discrimination, because I also see that some of my friends also get discriminated by some Taiwanese. Of course, not all. Only for in some occasion and for certain circumstances. So I do hope that Taiwanese everywhere can accept other international people that come to Taiwan, whether they come here to study or they come here to work. In addition, I just want to add that, I also love Taiwan. It has a great culture. It has a great freedom. I mean, the level of freedom here is crazy, if I don't say so. It's really peaceful. It's a great place to study, to work, to live in. And I do hope that many more people would love to try and come to visit Taiwan.
I'm again coming from my driving experience. Would be nice to have a few, I would say, names of the streets or names of the cities also in English below, because basically we end up driving and I'm looking at the character, comparing it to Google Maps, and I'm like, does it look familiar? So I think a bit of English on the roads would be quite nice. But I don't think there are many foreigners who are taking cars either, so
It would be the food. Probably we need some more flavor for the food because we think it's a little bit tasteless.
More cashless, so more payments on your mobile. It was a bit difficult to pay.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
对我来说是垃圾桶，因为在台湾是不可以随便丢垃圾，然后就是被抓的话要花钱，然后我们是外籍生，没有钱，所以是不可以被抓。然后希望是台湾有很多垃圾桶，所以我们就可以在路边丢垃圾这样子。
I talk to my foreign friends about this a lot, but Taiwan is a really great country, but it's very it's hard to become a citizen here. Not that I personally want to become a citizen. I'm happy to be a resident here. I'm happy to live here. But I know lots of foreigners who've lived here for maybe 10, 15, 20 years, and they would like to become a Taiwanese citizen. They feel that this is their home, but it's not really a pathway that's open to most people. To be a Taiwanese citizen, you've got to have Taiwanese parents and be born in Taiwan, like I said, it's not something that I personally feel is a problem for me, but I think maybe if Taiwan is more open to that in the future, then the Taiwan community might become a bit more diverse over time, and this could be good for the country, I think. Our permanent residency is different from citizens, right? So permanent residency is not too difficult. You've got to have lived here for 5 years, basically continuously, and earned over a certain amount of money, or you've got to have married a Taiwanese person. And if you've done those things, then one or the other, you can apply for a permanent residency.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
but then once you're a permanent resident, that's about as far as you can go, right?
Yeah.
But for example, if you moved to Australia and you lived there for some time and you started to feel like that was your home, then you could take the next step and say, okay, I want to become a citizen of Australia, right?
Yeah.
And get all the rights of a citizen, of citizenship. So yeah, like maybe this is something that Taiwan will change in the future. Taiwanese, the birth rate is quite low, so you know the population will start declining over time unless you're open to immigration. And I think it's a beautiful country with great infrastructure and very friendly, very nice place to live. So I think that if it was open to more people to come, then more people would come.
You know, I asked for some like, okay,
For example?
can you give me a coffee, like just this coffee?
Okay.
And they said no, this is
It's a
this large.
standard.
Standard is
Oh.
this large. You know,
Yeah.
okay, I know that the standard is so large, but I want it like smaller. But it's like impossible to do. It seems like they cannot do it. You know? It's like no.
Maybe I have to.
I want the half of the coffee. I will pay the full coffee, but I just want the half. But it's like, it seems like it is impossible to do because they have to sell it as they sell it. You know, the entire coffee.
So I think maybe Taiwanese they will think if they change the standard, and maybe the flavor gonna be different, and you will be like, oh, this is not my type, and you won't go to the shop again. So maybe they think that way.
You know, the client has always the truth. You know, it's you have to obey the client in order to make the client happy. You know, so it's like you have to be based on the happiness of the client. And if the client asks for half of the coffee, you can give the half, and that's it. It's better for you. You know, you are spending less coffee.
Yeah, totally
But-
agree with you.
But me like toilet. Yeah,
Toilet.
toilet. Yeah, we need the bidet. You know bidet. Bidet 水的。对，因为在印尼我们有水，但是在这边没有，只有用那个卫生纸。
Yeah, should be improved, right? Yeah. That's quite important. We don't need to like waste our tissue. Yeah.
Maybe we have to like open our mind, try to blend in, because like sometimes I try to blend it with Taiwanese, and then they have some kind of wall. We can reach into that because like they try to like just hanging out by their friends or even whites, I guess. But like in Southeast Asia, we don't have the chance to like having a friends in Taiwan. I think it's relatively hard. Even if you like speaking Mandarin as well, I think like here in Taiwan we're not really like acceptable. I don't know.
I pretty liked what you said, and I hope so. About the discrimination problem can fix in the future. Yeah, and because I used to live in Australia, and I can feel what you said.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes it's pretty hard to reach the Taiwanese group. To meet Taiwanese friend. Yeah, because it's a little bit isolated sometimes.
I mean, it's more about individualism. I think that most people in Taiwan or places like Japan and Korea, they are more individualistic.
Alright guys, so it's about this video. I hope you guys like it, because this is my first time filming street interview in Taiwan, Taichung. Alright, it's well. I will catch you in next one. Cheers.